To add to those institutions already in place, we would create an independent Scottish Central Bank, a debt management office, and significantly strengthen the Scottish Fiscal Commission so that it effectively replicates the Office for Budget Responsibility. These institutions would operate independently of government and help ensure financial stability, transparent economic forecasting and performance monitoring, and a responsible, purposeful and efficient use of borrowing powers.
We could actually do a first year of work now, because the first year is just drawing up tender documents and sort of specifications and things like that, and you only need 3 or 4 experts to work on it. And then you could do another 2 years during the transition period, and that means that the central bank could in fact be up and running and ready to introduce the currency, in the first months of independence.
We would start to establish the central bank after a vote for independence, so effectively in the transition period, so that it was operational on day 1 of independence.
From your point of view, it's a very protracted timeline, and from how you think about it, I know you've talked to all sorts of people and got the evidence to back this up. It could be much shorter. Why do you think the Scot Gov are going for this protracted timeline? I mean, is there anything? Well,
it's even a bit worse than that, because we're putting obstacles in the way of the future government. Because the report also talks about criteria and guides, which I think is just a sort of synonym for tests. When we're back to the 6 tests from the Earth Commission. Yeah. So how under what circumstances does this government now think it's in a position to start telling a government in 5 years' time what it can and can't do in terms of introducing the currency? That's silly. You can't constrain the future government. It's up to them to decide. Listen to the governor of the Scottish Reserve Bank, see what the markets are doing, the international situation. They have to decide on what they can and can't do. That it's up to them to decide exactly how you do it, when you do it. And if that ended up taking 2 years, well, that's their decision. It's not our decision. I don't think it will.
Yeah, I totally agree with what Tim said about putting in place the preparations to issue a currency. I mean, in the Scottish Currency Group, we have agreed that you have to set up a Scottish Treasury, Central Bank, Financial Services Authority. We have to print banknotes and coins or have the designs ready. And importantly, we actually have to engage with the payment systems, both international, and set up our own domestic payment system, because 95% of domestic payments are electronic. And these things cannot be set up overnight. That requires a lot of project management and a lot of technical people involved in that. So it is a responsibility of this government, if we get a yes vote, to put in place the actual building blocks to allow a future government to actually launch a currency at a time of their choosing. And I think Tim makes a very valid point, and it's certainly one that I picked up on. In fact, it's referred to in the actual in the report itself, that these are the proposals of the current Scottish Government. The reference to current implying that they recognise that it will not necessarily be their government that will make this decision. And the likelihood is that once we get independence, of course, because we'll be using a proportional representation, then the government will probably not be a Scottish National Party government, certainly not on its own. It's more likely to be a coalition government with Greens, the LAPA, reinvigorated Scottish Labour Party.